So let me get things situated here. Oh yeah, it should be fine. As long as I don't, like, go nuts with it, I guess it should be fine. You've never heard of Gabriel Knight, Anthro? Holy crap. Oh, this game has been great so far. I've not played the other two, though, so if I do happen to do them, I'm going to be going in blind, which is awesome, I guess. Oh yeah, that was our last file because stuff happened. Alright, let's see. Let's get back up to speed here.
Times Picayune, dated 23rd of June, 1992. Gabriel finds an article about Saint Jean's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s,
oh, that's a fan. That's a fan.
Saint Jean's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou Saint Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a Saint Jean's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
It's discount Miss Cleo. Great value Miss Cleo. Oh god, it's doing that thing again. Hey, no. You stop that. Turn that down. There we go. Yeah, it's great value, Miss Cleo. I don't know, she's like a great voice actress apparently, but yeah. So what we need to do is we need to take the picture of the snake tattoo and show it to Grace.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now, why on earth would you want me to do that?
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say. I guess you're going with Maya.
Yeah, that's right.
And why should I help you out? We don't even like Maya.
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
It's perfectly understandable. I know you have certain feelings for me. Quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day by day.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Ugh.
Yeah, Anthro, that's Tim Curry, by the way.
What did I say?
Yeah, that's Tim Curry.
Alright, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
No. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up?
One more remark, and I'm leaving.
Okay.
You know, if this was a
Done.
younger Tim Curry
It's
telling me
just
this,
done.
I would just
So I
die.
couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Damn. Yeah, That was quite the burn there. Holy crap. Yeah, Michael Dorn is in this. Mark Hamill. I'm trying to remember who else is in this. Because, like, we looked up an entire cast, like the entire cast, and I mean, there's a lot of big voice actors in this. Oh, the guy that voiced Johnny Bravo is in this too. He has like 3 different parts at least. And one of them we didn't even realize that it was him until we looked it up. Because it just did not sound like him at all. They really did. I think it took them the better part of 2 years to do this. There's a making of on YouTube. Let's see, is this the letter by Mosley or no?
The letters are addressed.
No, that's Wolfgang.
The letter. It's a note. It's a note. Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am. At least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
the note is signed, Detective Mosley.
And that was Mark Hamill we just heard.
Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.
Yeah, Mark Hamill has like a very interesting voice, really. Okay, let's go to Jackson Square. I like how this is technically an FMV game, but it's not really FMV. I think the second one is FMV. It's all good, Anthro. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Wait, did we talk to this guy?
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Say, haven't I seen you before?
You take care, Anthro.
Get around the French
I'll
Quarter.
talk to you later.
Used to be at Royal and Conti.
You have a good evening. At least I think it's evening for you. It should be evening. I don't know.
You say you used to be at Royale and Conti?
That's right.
Why'd you leave Royal and Conti?
Well, the guy who used to be here, the lucky dog guy, he was my cousin Ralph. He went off to college, see, and this spot came open. I thought Jackson Square'd be a better gig, you know? Tourists and all.
Is it?
Well, no, actually.
Actually?
Why don't you go back there?
Do you think? I've been kind of torn. Must be the weather. These thick clouds we've had all week. I'm just not seeing the crowds here that I expected.
I definitely think you should go back.
I definitely think you should go back to Royal and Conti.
Really? I'm glad you think so. I always liked that beat, but I thought I ought to give this a shot.
Oh, absolutely. The grass is always greener.
Exactly. You're right. I'm going back over there today.
Right. Okay, so now we should probably go to the police station, yeah? I'm also going to go up here and see if the weird voodoo lady is back. She probably isn't. Hey, can we talk to these
The
guys?
Cajun van is a little...
Okay. Yeah, I want to take a moment and just thank you guys for stopping by. I know that, I didn't stream as much as I'd like to this week. A lot of that was just due to the fact that I had some stuff that I needed to finish by a particular date. But it's fine now, so...
Hey, it's a beignet guy. He's back.
Where?
Can I save really quick? Okay, oh shit, 2. I guess. 2. Oh, wait, 2. Perfect, okay.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you? You stay...
Man, he was quick.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
So asking about Detective Mosley.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
We don't have a, Detective Mosley here.
What? I've seen him all week.
Listen to what I'm saying. We don't have a Detective Mosley on the force.
Oh, this is gonna be a bitch, isn't it?
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Sorry.
Is he gonna fall asleep? Yeah, that's weird, Thor, considering I don't have ads even set up on this. Of course, I mean, it's Twitch, so there you go, but... You know what? Now that I think about this, I think I remember reading something about this. Hang on a second. I'm gonna set it to start stream really quick because I do think there was a thread that I read about this, because this is day 6, right? And I think there was an issue with the police station on day 6, and I want to see what that was. The DOSBox configuration that this game comes with, you'll be stuck in a couple of places in the game due to speed bugs that some Sierra games suffer from. There's a topic on this problem here, but I can... Okay, let me read that then. What does this say? Alright, that's a day 5 lockup, which I've not had to deal with that, thankfully. So apparently there was a bug on day 5, but we didn't have to deal with that. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna actually have to... Oh god. Really? Alright, let me save this really quick. And then I actually have to exit game. This is ridiculous. Let's see. Steam apps, common. Gabriel Knight. GK1. DOSBox. Okay, let's see. Edit. Open. Notepad. Okay. Line cycles equals max. Alright, where the hell is that at? I have to basically set the cycles lower so that way this will actually work properly. Okay. So, because I remember we were having issues with, like, the games would suddenly just speed up really fast. Hey, Docs. Yeah, the game would, like, suddenly speed up, like, really fast in the police station for some reason. Okay. Hopefully that will fix this. Enter. Just reminded yourself of Roller Coaster Tycoon? Oh dear. Alright. Free, free! Yay! Alright, restore. Restore the uh-oh. Restore the uh-oh. Alright, well I don't really notice much of a change right now. Wait. To be quite honest, I've been better. If I had to be completely honest with you guys, I kind of had a bit of a breakdown this morning and potentially ruined a friendship in the process, so it's great. Of course, I mean, there's other factors involved, but, yeah. Nothing that I'm really gonna go into, detail here, other than it's just, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just something that happens when emotion gets involved. It's really all I have to say about it. That's part of the reason why I've just been kind of sounding a little hoarse, maybe.
There is not, Gabe.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
He's falling asleep!
Sorry.
Yeah, I just, it's been a rough morning. If you want to get technical, it's actually been a very rough, well, yeah, no, it's been a very rough morning, because, like, I fell asleep in my chair at one point, and then I woke up, and it was, like, 2 hours later. What is my cutie mark? It's a big finger. Oh no, I'm not gonna say anything bad about that show, cause like I grew up with the originals, and you know, it was cute. It struck a chord with people. I can't get mad at that. A wolf eating a heart. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna save. Yeah, it's I've been up since technically. Let's see, how long have I been up?
This is the last page of There's a tracking device in the drawer.
I've been awake a while. I'll just leave it at
This
that.
tracker might come in handy.
Alright, is there anything else I need in here?
A microwave. If Gabriel knows Mosley, it's used exclusively for frozen corn dogs. Police department memos and other didactic blurbs.
Let's see, can we open anything else over in here?
The desk is bad enough on the outside.
How about that?
Not me. I've seen how Mosley organizes stuff.
Oh, you chicken.
The desk is bad enough. Gabriel doesn't want anything. Gabriel can...
Not me.
Grab everything!
Gabriel could take that, but it does not look very helpful.
No, really. No, thanks.
Gabriel's not interested. Gabriel doesn't see anything of interest there. That doesn't work that way. That doesn't...
I'm doing the best I can. You've already got me, you lucky devil.
Hey, Disky. Yeah.
Move, Gabriel. Try the walk icon.
I wanna...
Gabriel would prefer... Move,
Okay, I just wanted to shove him. It'd be funny. It'd be funny.
handsome, isn't he?
Eh. Sarcastic Jamaican lady, yes. Also, hey, Mystics. I don't know if it's been approved yet, but I submitted your emote. I submitted, an emote to Franker Face Z. It's literally just the dork emotes. As an ex-janitor, we're not allowed to move paperwork, so Mosley only gets his floor cleaned here. Oh. Okay, well, we're probably gonna get in trouble the moment we leave the door, so, yeah. Let's go for it.
Hey, get out of there, you.
Sorry. Just looking for a restroom.
I do feel like slowing down the cycles helped there. Maybe that's just me. Alright, so, let's go have a word with Dr. John.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, so, how's it going, asshole?
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Of course. It is one of the lore.
Are you
Quite.
Is there
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
Gabriel looking like Patrick Swayze that got punched on the left eye. That's okay. Thor called him sexy Conan O'Brien, which I will have to agree with. Let us look around. What is that?
Professor Hartridge said that in voodoo, a small ritual coffin is called a seke module.
Can I open it?
This is a seke module, isn't it? A small ritual coffin?
I am not familiar with that terminology.
Yeah, that doesn't
Really?
sound unnatural.
I find that odd.
You may find it odd if you wish, Mr. Knight.
He sounds mad. So where is that thing we had?
It's a signal device. This device is called. It's a.
Okay.
Gabriel slips the signal device into the seke module.
Can I assist you, Mr. Knight?
No, just looking.
Now, if only they take the coffin to the ritual.
I hate to rush you, Mr. Knight, but I am afraid I must close the museum early this evening. This is St. John's Eve, and it's getting on towards dusk. I have things I must do.
I see. No problem. I'll just...
Leave. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. May the spirits guard you well tonight.
Okay. Cool frog coffin? Yes. Hoodoo, you do what? Remind me of the babe. Y'all are... Hey, listen to me, Sticks. I mean, yeah. Okay. I just want to point out Mustix is the oldest one here. You watched Labyrinth for the first time like a year ago. Really? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I forgot Thor was in chat. I'm sorry, Thor. I always think you're like super young, Thor. I'll be honest with you. Like you've never struck me as like old. But you're not old. You're like, how do I want to phrase this? You're like magical old, you know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. God damn it. Either way I phrase it, it's gonna sound bad. I'm sorry. Hey, Ragnar. Unyoung? Sure, why not? You have that vigorous youth to you. That's why I often forget that you're older than yeah. Someone's gonna vibe check this chat and all the boomers are going to barely survive. My face when I'm bearded makes people think I'm in my late 20s to early 30s. Well, I mean, and here's the thing. I mean, it does make you look very, professional looking. I'm standing by it. Okay, so... where do we want to go from here? Well, I was trying to think of, like, how to phrase it. Because, like, I don't want to say distinguished, because that's, like, the word everybody goes with. And it's like, He has a young soul that got freshly farted into the ether. I like that, CG. I'm stealing that. That's a euphemism if you've ever heard one. I mean, you know. Where should we go, guys? We've been to the PD. We just finished up here at the museum, so they're closed. There's Napoleon House. Oh, we'll go to the Napoleon House, see if there's anything else there. Our favorite couple is gone. Well, I don't want to be here then. Oh, you know what? I don't remember if I did this or not. So you know that lone drummer that's over here, right?
Gabriel cannot.
Did we try using the drum book on him?
Gunter Grace actually managed to find. Gabriel listens carefully to the drums and opens his radar book to translate.
Rada. Oh god, am I supposed to actually do something here?
Gabriel.
Oh, I see. Okay, this one? No. That one. So does the rest of that mean anything then? Maybe not. Yeah, call Conclave. That's like the one right here. But I don't know if I'm like supposed to get any more out of this. That's what's kind of confusing is all. Yeah, there's there is a second one there.
Gabriel,
Oh, thank you, Ray. I really appreciate that. Nine months in a row. Is there a second page? Oh, there is. Okay. So let's erase what we had there and start from the beginning, because I didn't notice that. Alright, so does this thing at the beginning just not really mean anything, or...? Okay, so we have Call Conclave. Tonight. Some of this doesn't even look like it makes any sense. Alright, so this I think is the next part right here. I think. No! I was in the middle of that, you ass! Oh, I can pause that? No, I can't. Yeah, I wish I could go back to what the previous part was. You're trying to understand your students' essays, IRL? Command, time, and where. Okay, so here's that again. There's that. Swamp.
If Gabriel's translation of the drum code is correct, there'll be a conclave tonight in the swamp. That must be the bayou.
Born on the bayou. Sorry. Born on the bayou. I'm not a singer. I apologize. Especially right now, just feeling wrecked. To be honest, you have to have a pretty goddamn disky. I appreciate the hell out of that, though. Oh, guys, check out this Amazon deal that I just got notified of on my Fire here. How to delete books on Kindle. How much is it? A new book for me. Oh. How to delete books on Kindle. Clean your library in less than 3 minutes. What a steal. At $4 you can buy this. $13 if you want to buy the paperback version. What kind of extortionist bullshit is this? Oh wait, I think I answered my own question. Advanced capitalism, yeah. I know, right?
A sign on the front door of Magentia's home reads, attending a channeling seminar until August 1st.
Aha. Okay, so she's not even home. How about this lady?
There's no answer. Perhaps Kazunu got even more paranoid than usual and decided to get out of town.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe this. Alright,
Hi. So, do you get many tourists in here?
We all the time.
They want to buy a bottle of money-drawn oil or a wanga bag to take home with them.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Alright,
Do you know
we
anything
probably
about
already
rider
talked to him
drones?
about all of this stuff.
What I know, I wouldn't be talking about with you.
Can't tell, I think my Discord on my other computer is locked up. Yeah. You ever have days where you just feel like an absolute asshole? And it's like you're not even really trying, it just kind of happened and you just... I don't know. A wanker bag. Yeah. Hey, Stefano. Yeah, no, I just had a personal incident this morning, and I feel like an asshole after it was all said and done. Why does Twitch say that is... Why does Twitch say that I canceled his subscription when I didn't? I didn't cancel anything. Okay, that did change, didn't it?
The second message made from the voodoo crosses is on the wall.
Alright,
Let me get these new marks down.
It's Gabriel's sketch of the new series of crosses from the Lavo. Partridge's notes. It's Gabriel's sketch of the series of crosses from the Lavo. Gabriel checks the two messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new message. He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols.
sorry.
Except for tree.
Alright, let's take a look at it if we can.
Gabriel's
That means absolutely nothing to me. It's great. Except for tree, yeah. Oh, apparently this is a part I need to look up because I don't keep... eyes on? Assuming that's a Y. Try doing sign language with this alphabet. Your fingers would have to be noodles and stuff. DJ keep... Yeah. Eyes on... They could have shortened his name to GK.
Gabriel.
Y, U, and M are letters in order. Keep eyes on GK, but do not harm. Oh yeah, that's what you were saying, Mystics. But do not harm. So watch us, but don't harm us. Okay. What do you mean, guess who just oh no. Listen, Mystics, do you want to jump on a call with me? We'll have it out on stream. By have it out, I mean probably just banter back and forth and be dumb. Keep eyes on JK's butt. I don't want to keep an eye on JK Rowling's butt. I know that was a dumb joke. I apologize. Don't be a butt. What can you tell me about butt cheeks?
I think I'll leave a message of my own.
Oh no. Yeah, exactly, Rigner. I'm guessing DJ stands for Dr. John, right? Just straight penis. Can I? Yeah, you can't. Never mind. No, you're right, Ragnar. I'm not disagreeing with that. Oh, sorry. I'm missing the eyes, so we can't actually put penis. It's funny, but we can't. We are not allowed. You know what you can write? Pee-pee.
Sensing that his message isn't quite right, Gabriel rubs it off in frustration.
You could also write butt. If anybody wants to know what I just put, I put DJ URPP. You looked it up. Do you want to tell me what to put here?
I think I'll leave a message of my own.
I'm a little bit confused. Oh right, the thingy. That was more sophisticated than that, but it's the thingy. Yeah, where is the eye? Or do we have to get that off the other paper, maybe? We do. We can write penis. Madule.
Pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the brick down. Now, if only DJ reads it in time.
Alright, okay. Sorry, I'm just checking messages on my Kindle. Alright, so we did that bit. So Oh, we have the bayou. Let's go say hi to Grammy before we do anything.
My precious boy. How wonderful of you to stop by.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
What's up, Boomer?
Make yourself at home, son.
Technically, wouldn't Gabriel be the one that's closest to being a boomer here?
Is there anything you need?
Me? Oh, no. I'm just fine, Gabriel. I have more than enough of everything.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy.
Yeah, this does have a
How can
slight
I help?
link to the past vibe to it. Alright,
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I haven't celebrated it in years, Gabriel. Well, I'm sure there's still Mass in the more traditional churches, but I don't go.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Do you,
I've told you all I know about your granddad's past.
alright, Grammy, I gotta
well,
go.
Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Alright, well. Going to the bayou. Born on the bayou. I don't know this song. Sorry.
Gabriel pulls out the tracking device, hoping that the Sheki Madule made it to the ritual and that this thing will work.
All right. There's a blip. They must be here with the Seike Madule.
Gabriel does.
I'm probably going the opposite direction.
Gabriel doesn't want to... Gabriel can barely focus on the LED with those drums in his head. He hopes he's reading it correctly. Using Daddy in the Bible. Using... Gabriel doesn't... Damn Mosley and his infernal machine. This better be working. Gabriel can barely focus on the LED with those drums in.
I don't know if that means that we're about to get lost or what's going on. When was Bruh 2? It was a while back, now that I think about it.
When in Rome. Here goes nothing.
Oh my. Yeah, nobody's gonna notice that you just dropped your clothes there. Oh my.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first,
Uh-oh.
name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Oh, Damballa?
Damballa.
You are correct,
What a
Brother
bros.
Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
More like Ball? Oh, yeah, right. Baba Gris.
Ogun Badagri.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight.
Oh, thank you, Photon. Yeah, this is a great party. Wait, are those... Are those titties? I mean, they're very pixely, but are those titties? Oh, no, I'm gonna get banned off Twitch! Bruh. What'd you come back to? Just a party. It's just a normal party. Was I supposed to do something here? Wharf cheeks, yeah, I know, right? Oh shit!
Gabriel!
Uh-oh...
Come take a ride. Malia?
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
Uh-oh...
No.
You cannot change your destiny, or ours.
No.
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No!
No.
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty, pretty gems?
I like what Pushing Up Roses actually had to say about Tim Curry's voice acting in this. How sometimes he'll go from Gabriel right and fall right back into Tim Curry. And him
Gabriel.
screaming no is one of those
Gabriel, wake up.
times.
Ow, my head.
It's about time. I've been trying to wake you for hours. There's no time to lose.
I had another dream.
It wasn't a dream, believe me. Now come on, get dressed.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to remember. Something about Malia.
She's the head priestess of the Voodoo cartel. They're responsible for the murders. They've been doing it for years.
Malia? Last night she was the leopard. Like in my dreams, Grace.
I know. Those dreams were a warning. Now come on, get dressed.
But last night, Malia changed. She became someone, something else. And then I blacked out, I think. How'd I get home?
I followed you last night. I had my doubts about the Gettys. Did you know that they arrived in New Orleans in 1800? Just in time for the voodoo influx. I knew you were going to try to sneak into a ceremony last night, so I followed you. Lucky for you that I did. If you'd been left at the circle last night, I don't know what she would have done to you.
You're wrong. Malia wouldn't hurt me.
What about Tetelo?
Tetelo. They were chanting that last night. That's the name from Gunter's journal. The woman who took the talisman.
Yes. Gabriel, it's your destiny you're facing. You can't just blunder your way through this or you'll end up dead. Tetelo will be after you now. You have to call your great-uncle in Germany.
Uncle Wolfgang?
Yes. He knows more about this than we do.
Okay, I'll call him. But Malia isn't responsible for those things, Grace. It's that spirit, that Loa. It's Tetelo.
Yeah. Possession is convenient that way. Call Wolfgang, Gabriel. I'll be in the shop.
She really does not like Malia. I can't say anything though, because like I've had my instances of not liking people, and it's not always fair, you know? Her tetalos are almost out on stream. God damn. You're right, though.
Gabriel never has forget.
I forgot what the number is that I need to call. A French streamer known as Laurent uses the word lungs to talk about video game movies. They pulsate. They expand and they contract and yeah.
The number written on the note is 4909 324 3333. There's nothing.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment, bitte.
Gabriel, it's so
I
good to
understood
hear
that.
your
One
voice.
moment, please.
I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous evening.
Ah, it is even worse than I thought.
You bet it is. We have to talk about what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Starting from the top.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
It sounds as though you have learned much during your investigation in New Orleans. Perhaps you will fill me in when we have a chance to sit down and talk.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
I know only what you have told me. They seem to be very similar to the killings in Gunther's journal.
What can you...
It was just another American city to me until I started dreaming about you. Now I feel it is not safe for you there. I wish you would leave.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I have not studied the subject. I have an intense dislike for them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm afraid I've never heard of it.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
No, what does it mean?
It means goat without horns. It's a term used for human sacrifice in voodoo.
Well, let's hope we can avoid any more of that in this family.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
No, I'm afraid not.
I've heard rumors of a secret hound fool here in New Orleans.
Yeah, I am sure they have a temple there, and probably a very elaborate one. You should not go near it, though. Not alone.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Yes. Tetlos people wear animal masks for their rituals, don't they? It is not at all uncommon. Many occult groups are based heavily on animal totems. Animals have such pure, primal traits. Spirituality, good or bad, is about reaching these pure levels. Aggressive and cunning like the snake, agile and nurturing like the monkey. Even our family is associated with the image of a lion.
Do you know anything about
The cock is required line.
It is a visual symbol of one or more Loa. Each Loa has its own sign, which is used to summon it.
Don't mind me, I'm just plugging this in really quick. I like my Kindle, but the battery drains something fierce. Sounds like fun, Aunt. Have fun. I will be here just doing my thing.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Damballa is a snake. He is a Loa, a voodoo god.
Yes. He's one of the primary Loa of the Getty tribe.
I see. Good work. That information might prove useful.
I don't like how he said that.
Does the name Ogun Badakri mean anything to you?
It is a voodoo Loa, is it not?
Yes, a particularly nasty one, so I understand. Have you come across anything about it in your research?
He seems to be feared by most voodoo groups. I haven't come across very much specific information.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about some particularly evil voodoo cults. But you, at this point, have more direct experience than I.
What can you tell me about Schattenjägers?
Yes, of course. I sometimes forget how little you know of the family, Gabriel. I never understood how Heinz could allow his sons to remain ignorant. But now is not the time for that discussion. Schattenjäger is really two words in English, Gabriel. Schatten means shadow, and Jäger means hunter.
Shadow hunter?
Yes. Shadow hunter.
Tell me more about Schattenjägers.
We Ritters have been Schattenjägers for many centuries. No one is sure when it began or how, but we have records of ancestors as early as the 13th century fulfilling this role. Some believe that the role was given us when... but such fantasies cannot be of use to you at the moment, Gabriel.
Who is this guy?
Tell me more about Schattenjägers.
Most people are completely blind to the fact that evil does exist. It is out of vogue at the present, but I tell you, shadows of darkness, spirits, vampires, witches, demons...
Uncle Witch Hunter, yeah, I get
these
that,
things
but
are
like...
real.
The voice
It is to
acting.
their advantage that the world has become so scientific, so cynical. But we know they exist, Gabriel. And we hunt them.
How do we hunt them? And why?
Why? Because it is our duty. We are the ones who know, Gabriel. As for how, that is something you will have to learn. But it is not easily explained over the phone.
Tell me. Do you know anything about Ritter drums?
Ritter drums? You mean ceremonial drums?
Yes. The Getty tribe uses drummers around the French Quarter as relay messengers to keep track of their business.
Those drums have a ceremonial use, too. It would be useful to know their code, Gabriel.
I had Grace find some information on them.
That's my boy.
Do you?
I don't know.
Tell me about yourself.
I hope there will be time for that later, Gabriel, after this is all over. For now, we must deal with the matter at hand.
He's known for voicing Alfred in the animated Batmans. Really?
Do you?
I do.
Tell me.
I hope that...
Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary Loa for the Gedde tribe. It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. Do you remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's Loa during the killings in Charleston?
This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful Loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
I think this guy probably also died recently, too.
Tell me more about...
I believe she truly loved Gunther. After all, she was raised to be her father's daughter. Their religion was not a choice she made, but a duty she endured. How can she be blamed for that? The spirit she has become, that is a different matter. It is utterly evil. I am certain that the lower Tetela bears little resemblance to the woman Tetela was before the burning in Charleston.
Tell me more about Tetelo.
She once was a beautiful and intelligent woman, and she probably did not deserve Gunther's betrayal. But the Tetelo we fight now is more akin to her tribe's dark gods than to anything human in nature.
So he probably doesn't have anything else then.
Tell me more about Tetelo.
She once was a beautiful...
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schattenjäger itself. The talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schattenjägers swore to use the power for good, never for evil. For defense, not offense. Since it fell into Tetlo's hands, I'm afraid to think what the power has been used for, or what it will be used for in the future. With the talisman, Tetlo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
How can we regain the talisman?
We've been searching for the talisman for years, ever since we lost it. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful that was entrusted to us is in the wrong hands. The talisman is probably buried with Tetlo's remains. That's what gives her Loa so much power.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the talisman?
The most important thing about the talisman is that it be once again in the hands of the Schattenjägers.
How would we find Tetelo's remains?
Ha! We have pondered that question a long time, the Ritters. There are two probabilities. The first is that her remains are with the tribe at their current location. The other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place near the tribe's original homeland. We've tried to locate Tetelo's African homeland, but Gunter says so little in his journal about her tribe, and slaving records are practically non-existent. Also, Tetelo's tribe was utterly destroyed in its African form in the late 17th century. There was nothing like a census in Africa then. As for the other idea, we had no clue as to where Tetelo's people went after fleeing Charleston, until now.
How would we find Tetelo's remains again?
We must locate the tribe's original African homeland. Her remains might be there, or they might be in New Orleans, buried among her descendants.
Let's discuss the possible African homeland.
All right. Have you learned anything that might help us locate it?
I spoke with the Professor Hartridge, unfortunately for him. He thinks the tribe's name was Agri, and that they lived near the Fon tribe in what is now called the People's Republic of Benin.
That is incredible, Gabriel. I must go research this new information in my library right now.
Wait, what should I do?
Stay low. If you get a chance, you might look into the possibility that Tetelo's remains are somewhere in New Orleans. But don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine Schattenjäger, but only if you are not dead.
Sure, I'll wait.
Bye then, Gabriel. And remember, if you need a place of safety, come to Schloss Ritter.
Goodbye, Uncle Wolfgang.
Right, so that happened. So let's go about our routine, I guess.
Gabriel.
Let's talk to Grace real quick.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Time to go voodoo grave robbing. Yes, exactly.
Could you do some research for me?
Can't think of anything. Okay.
Okay.
You can.
Nope.
Alright, I guess that's, or no, I guess there is the whole, St. John's Eve thing. Let's see if that actually produces anything.
What can you...
I told...
Okay, guess not. Alright.
Times Picayune, dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the Voodoo Murders case in the papers today. Gabriel finds a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou Saint Jean last night. Various people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's the ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel's horoscope today reads, "Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy.
Wow. Wait, we actually had to listen to that? Wow. Yeah, apparently we had to read the paper and read that part. I know, right?
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Could I have a minute of your time?
What you need, boy?
How's business today?
About like every day. It's what you call a seller's market.
How's business today?
About like... Most of the time, yeah. Yeah, they act up some at the full moon, though.
Bruh.
How's...
Okay,
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery, #1.
Just look around. Just look around. You get the feel of the place.
Tell me about you.
That's about all there is to say.
alright, so... we don't really need to talk to him, just everything's pretty much, exhausted at this point. Kinda like I am.
Gabriel's coded messages on the wall.
Should probably check out the Getty tomb then, yeah? Seems safe. Just look around, You'll get the feel of the place. Wait, that's glowing red. Can I push that? I probably won't want to, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Gabriel hears the faint sound of breaking glass. Gabriel doesn't need any
Mosley!
No.
Shit, I dropped my flashlight. Huh? Ouch, my head. What the hell was that?
Gabriel can't do that in the dark.
Mosley, no.
The button wouldn't do that.
They fucking murdered Mosley. And Gabriel isn't dead because why? They were told not to harm him. Because the game would be over and it wasn't in the script that way. Yeah.
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
For good reason, apparently.
What happened? Do you need a doctor?
Nothing you want to know about, and no, just some aspirin.
Gabriel, this is nuts. You have to get out of New Orleans.
No kidding.
Well, listen. Wolfgang called while you were out. He said, and I quote, "Tell Gabriel that I found what I was looking for. It's time for me to do my duty. Schloss Ritter is his now." Now, call me crazy, but I don't think that's good news.
Not for Uncle Wolfie, no.
What are you gonna do?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know.
It's a man's wallet. Gabriel opens the wallet and finds some ID belonging to Mosley and an American's Repressed card.
I get it.
Mosley's American's Repressed card. Credit. What a concept. The card has Mosley's name written on it. It expires next month.
Americans repressed. I would help them being repressed.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have...
Nope.
Could...
Sure. Okay.
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Can you research blunt force trauma and care for concussions? Yes.
May I help you, my child?
Could you give me a blessing?
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you, Father.
No, I just did it because it was there.
Lucy, I'm home.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Savage. Oh, travel agency.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Okay. I'm sorry if my commentary is very lacking right now.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best.
Gabriel, use the goddamn phone. Alright, what was it?
Hello. See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
How much for a trip to Rittersburg, Germany?
Rittersburg, Germany? Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersburg. You can rent a car from there, or take the train. Let's see. The best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
charge it to my Americans repressed.
Yes, sir. And your name was?
Mosley.
Feeling a little guilty, Gabriel gives the travel agent Mosley's card number and is informed that he can pick up his ticket at the New Orleans International Airport.
It's alright, bud. Sometimes friends do stupid things. The directory disk is full?
Guess what? I'm going to Germany.
Really? That's great, but how on earth could you afford?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Oh my God. I wouldn't like the sound of that even if you were a man.
I'll miss you too, Grace. Good coffee. Goodbye, Gracie.
Good luck. Let me know what's going on, will you?
Of course.
Dude is fireproof from years of burns. I know, right?
Gabriel picks up his tickets at the airport and boards a plane for Munich.
Wolfgang?
Hello. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Herr Knight! Oh, kommen Sie bitte, Herren. I mean, come in, please, Herr Knight. I was not expecting you. Has Wolfgang sent you here?
Uncle Wolfgang? No, I came to see him. Isn't he here?
No, he is gone. I'm sorry. You came all this way.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
Herr Knight, Wolfgang told me all about you and gave me instructions for you to feel welcome here. Please, this is your home. You are a Ritter, no? I am just doing some work. I will continue and you may make yourself comfortable. If there is anything you need, please ask me. You may use Wolfgang's bedroom. It is at the top of the stairs.
Thank you, Miss,
You may call me Gerda, Herr Knight.
What is she doing? I mean, I guess she's peeling potatoes, but... Yeah, I'd stay in love with Uncle too. Also, why is it still day 7? I mean, we traveled.
Gerda is young and quite attractive.
Time traveled, yeah.
A few tapestries hang on the wall. Gabriel isn't sure if they mean something, or if they're just good insulation.
I think the walkthrough mentioned it's still day 7. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's a lion's head carved in stone. A few ancient weapons adorn the hall. The great hall of Schloss Ritter towers around Gabriel. He can imagine the heating bills.
This dagger.
It is the knife of a Schattenjäger. You may take it, Herr Knight. Everything in this castle is yours now.
Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but my dad's getting the small dog to howl. It's cute. Let me see what you have. A knife! No! So what, is this not like a room over here? Oh my.
A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary battle between St. George and the dragon. 3 panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel cannot determine what their purpose might be. 3 panels hang from each candelabrum. A plain wooden altar occupies the center of the chapel. A cushioned kneeler at the bottom indicates that the altar is a place of prayer. Gabriel does not have a
Swallow, sweet chariot. Yeah, I tried to pray and it was just like, no, you're not allowed. And it's like, oh. Okay. Pray to St. George and gain temporary dragon slaying buff, if only.
A large display case hangs on the wall. It contains a scroll. There's nothing. It's a chamber pot.
Take me back to the 20th century, please.
There's a small pair of grooming scissors on the cabinet.
And what are snakes except wingless and limbless dragons? True. I wouldn't mind a fireplace in my bedroom, but on the other hand, I feel like that would be a horrible idea because I am a klutz, and yeah, I'd probably just set myself on fire. It'd be great. Not.
Wolfgang's Bedroom would hold Gabriel's entire studio 4 times over. Not exactly cozy, but Gabriel could get used to it. A Gothic... Near the bed is an elaborate wooden door. It's locked.
Fine. I didn't want to go look at it anyway. Door over where? I'm gonna talk to the lady. Oh, yeah.
So, what do you do when you're not puttering around the castle?
Every day I go to Rittersburg to do the daily shopping and visit my friends.
Have you worked here long?
For the past 4 years, I came here when I was 18.
What's it like in Rittersburg?
It is very peaceful and quiet. I am sure you will find it like a vacation, yeah?
Somehow, I doubt this is going to be a vacation. Is it always this cold around here?
To tell you the truth, we never have snow in June here, Herr Knight. Even though we are in the Alps, the weather, it is not normal this year.
The climate change.
This place is so quiet. Doesn't that bother you at all?
I love it here in Schloss Ritter. Even the silence feels like home to me.
So, what do you do? Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
I like her braid. That's cute.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to go be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left this castle for 5 years, and now this.
Why is she peeling that many potatoes if she's the only one there? She's a potato demon. I don't know.
Do you know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
He also left me with you, which I heard you're kind of a creep. Mashed potatoes for her friends is all she's allowed to eat.
What is Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known, but his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line, and the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do just to hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
You're right, Gerda. I apologize. Forget I asked.
Oh my. That definitely implies something.
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah. A good idea, Herr Knight, but I'm afraid I cannot show you the library.
Hey,
You see,
Micro.
I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
Wait, Micro, why don't you
I
have
see.
the VIP badge? Pretty sure I gave you one. Hang on. I'm gonna pull the stream over for a second. Oh yeah, there's the message board that I was looking at for that bug. Thank you guys for showing up, by the way. I just... Just kind of having one of those days where I feel like asshole, basically. Blame Al Gore, that's what I do. Yeah.
Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Yeah, I don't know why it removed it, Micro. It removed it on a couple of people, too.
Just tell me anything.
He has not had a very happy life, but I have done my best to provide him with a
Should
little
get a plant?
comfort.
Is that mold growing on the inside of my cheese can? Oh crap, I'm gonna have to throw that out anyway. Kinda scary considering I just ate some of that this morning.
Just tell me anything.
He thought he was the last of the Ritter line until he found out about you.
Just tell me anything.
He knows the history of the Ritter family from many centuries past.
It also explains, CG, why my gut's been kind of weird this entire time.
Just tell
Well,
me anything.
part of it.
He's a good man, a strong man. I am fond of him.
Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his...
Just...
He has not...
Okay, so she's...
As you...
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village. What I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little... How do you say... tragic. To be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see? Without the power or magic they once had.
Tell me...
There are legends of how powerful the family once
That would
was.
be nice, Micro.
Of some of their mighty deeds, of the richness of the castle, and in turn, Rittersburg itself. But at the end of the 17th century, that all changed. Since then, the Ritters and Rittersburg have been in decline.
It's just Phoenix, right? Just tell me anything. Anything at all.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
It is a troubled family, Herr Knight. That much I know. It is...
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries. No one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted, though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
The castle has many, many rooms and passages, Herr Knight. Most have been closed off and are decaying in the dark and damp. Only a few rooms have been kept up due to the cost.
Didn't Wolfgang mention a library?
There is a library, but I've never been in it. There are places in the castle where only the master is allowed to go.
Tell me something.
Schloss Ritter is the center from which the Schattenjägers have always gone out to battle the forces of evil.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter is the center from...
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Tell me something about yourself.
Oh lord.
I was born in Rittersburg, the village below the castle.
Tell me something about yourself.
I'm not well traveled, but Wolfgang has been kind and has tutored me in many subjects. It was from him I learned to speak English. He must have sensed you were coming, Herr Knight, and that you would have need of me.
Tell me something about yourself.
I'm very devoted to my position here, with Wolfgang.
Tell me something.
I love Rittersburg. No place on earth could be as beautiful.
Tell me something.
I was born in...
Tell me what you...
As Wolfgang may have told you, Schattenjäger means shadow hunter. The Ritter family have always been Schattenjägers. It is a kind of priesthood, though not as restrictive as most.
She means they banged.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
Each Schattenjäger passes on his knowledge to a younger man in the Ritter line when the time is right.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
I'm sure Wolfgang meant for you to take his place someday as Schattenjäger.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
I'm sure Wolfgang meant for you to take...
Okay,
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I have never left Germany, Herr Knight. Perhaps someday you will tell me about it.
Heh. Heh.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings? They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritter line must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding, a ceremony of intent and oath.
Yes.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now.
what the fuck? That was a really weird noise, wasn't it? Sound like he stepped in dog shit. You never know with this game.
Is there anything else you can tell me about that initiation ceremony?
I really do not know any more about it, Herr Knight.
Gabriel considers checking the echo in this place, but he doesn't want to. According to Gerda, the panels outline the Schottenjäger's initiation ceremony. The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The fifth panel shows someone kneeling. The sixth panel shows a scroll. The third panel shows a chalice on a table with ocean waves in the background. The second panel shows hair and a knife.
So we have to cut Rapunzel's hair, and then we have to take a few drops of her blood, and then we have to go and get a scroll to fight the dragon, I guess.
The first panel shows hands and water.
So I'm gonna guess the scroll is in this room.
Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the snow.
Sounds a bit cold, don't you think?
This scroll looks interesting.
Gabriel takes the scissors.
Yeah, I got lost, so I'm looking at a walkthrough. I'm trying not to do that so much though, cause like I don't wanna spoil myself. I could just have the music up, like, or everything down, like, lower. That's just like, I think there's a salt shaker here. I think that's it right there.
It's a shaker of salt.
Yeah, I gotta pick it up.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No?
Thanks.
She sounded a bit distressed about that. Put a circle around her and see if she can step over it. If she can't, then she's just trapped in that room. Gabriel could just be like, I'm going now, bye.
Gabriel doesn't want to leave that line. Gabriel...
Mia6, do you not know who you're talking to here? We don't. Not in this chat. Sorry.
The stain...
I am not cutting my hair.
Oh, do I not? Oh, I needed to grab the mirror, didn't I? Alright. 3 weeks later.
There's nothing Gabriel...
Okay, so I have to, like...
Gabriel... It makes a reflection. Gabriel doesn't want... Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There, that's plenty.
The chamber pot is old, but clean.
Put him up in the bed and everyone will think Gabriel's just napping. Yeah.
Fortunately, thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar. Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot.
And I'm just gonna say, don't do this at home, kids.
Thinking of the fourth panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oops, nearly hit an artery.
Why'd you cut that deep, you dingus? That makes me really uncomfortable right now.
There is nothing to operate. Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
I thought you just heard the fart panel. Yeah, exactly, man. Thanks for hanging around, Tuski. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm sorry my commentary isn't all that great today. I don't know.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now, purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road, thy sword I take up for mine own.
Oh god, Micro, that sounds really messy.
The stain. Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now, purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road, thy sword I take up for mine own.
It worked! Something's happening!
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
Oh, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired, Herr Knight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
It was literally just a vacuum. Yeah, I know, right? What's that music? I swear to God, if you make a "this really sucks" joke, I'm gonna ban you.
Your soul smells, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be Schattenjäger.
Why is Godzilla talking to us?
I do.
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn?
A lot.
You have used people all your life. Never committed to anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you asked for this.
All middle school gone?
No!
There are only two things that redeem you. First, that you have Ritter blood in your veins. Second, that 3 women have loved you purely. You asked to start on the path, so you shall. But you will not be a Schattenjäger until you have earned it.
Oh, that's Jim Cummings? That's not surprising.
I cannot show the path, but I can tell you that you will have to let go of the greater part of yourself, Gabriel Knight.
No problem.
Yeah, he's kind of like somebody else I know, Micro.
Now you asked for purification. You shall have it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Oh, he fell right back into Tim Curry again.
What a night. I'm sore all over.
That was weirdly non-violent. I know, right? Looked like something out of a Disney Tim Burton movie. I think I know where we're going with this. Just in case, though, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Gonna overwrite, oh dear. Like that 8, that was a good 8. It was a good 8. Given an 8 out of 10. What, do Nokia phones make that noise? Because it's pretty funny if that's the case.
These shelves display books on geography. A title catches Gabriel's eye. People's Republic of Benin by Lowell Cali. More colorful tapestry soften the stone walls here. These texts are in German. You really have to learn the language now. These shelves contain books and documents about the Ritter family. Journals, diaries, record books, deeds. Something to peruse extensively when Gabriel has more time. An ancient shield hangs on the wall.
Alright, well. It's one of the optional chimes.
Gabriel pulls out the book entitled People's Republic of Benin and scans through it. The People's Republic of Benin is an area of rich and diverse cultures and a proud heritage. Before slaving devastated many tribes, this area was populated by some of the oddest, fiercest, and most powerful tribes in tribal Africa. The Fans, the Dahomis, and the terrible Agris. The book, The Primal One, by John Roots, provides insight into these fascinating cultures.
I was just gonna say though, so there's a gas station nearby that their cash register has the sound of sonic rings every time you ring something up.
Gabriel would not.
You've already got...
Gabriel would not know where to... Although it probably won't shed any light on Wolfgang's whereabouts, Gabriel picks up a book from the Ritter section. The book is entitled Malleus Maleficarum, The Witch Hammer, dated 1486. It's a witch hunter's manual from the Inquisition.
I'm not sure I'm really interested in knowing about some of my ancestors.
But Gabriel... A lot of people running around with their chickens with their heads cut off. It's great. It's not sarcasm, actually. It's great. They do good work.
Gabriel does not. Although it probably won't shed any light on Wolf, it looks like a very old diary of the wife of Ritter Schottenjäger. Interesting. It seemed that her husband, one Freiling Ritter, had rescued this woman from the clutches of the Marquis de Sade himself.
This family tree really goes way back.
The Ritter documents are fascinating, but Gabriel is determined to stay focused on the task at hand. Gabriel wouldn't know where... Gabriel wouldn't...
Alright, so basically...
Although it probably isn't connected with the case at hand, Gabriel picks up an occult book. It's a book on lycanthropes, shape-shifters. The book claims that lycanthropy is not uncommon. Supposedly, there's been evidence of apparently normal human beings turning into various beasts throughout history, including some famous trials from the Middle Ages. Fascinating. Gabriel's made a few women turn into beasts himself.
Oh my.
Gabriel would not know where. Gabriel would. Although it probably. There are many forms of vampirism. One is associated with a blood disorder and is not supernatural. Another, also non-supernatural, is based on a form of insanity. Of supernatural vampirism, there are also several varieties including inherited, communicative, and a vampirism used in black sorcery-powered drawing ritual.
Then, too, there's always law school.
Heh.
Gabriel pulls out the book entitled People's Republic of Benin and scans through it. The People's Republic of...
I think we've already seen this.
These books are fascinating, but I'll have to hope I get time to read them all later. I don't see anything here that will help me with Tetela.
Gabriel would... Gabriel... 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 Gabriel would... Gabriel wouldn't... Gabriel pulls out the People's Republic of Benin is an area of... Although it's a book, it's a fascinating. Gabriel pulls the book, The Primal One, by John. Gabriel pulls out the people before slaving devastation. Although it probably... Gabriel would not know. Gabriel wouldn't know which history. Gabriel does not want to. Gabriel does. Although it probably won't shed any light on Wolfgang's whereabouts, Gabriel picks up a book from the Ritter section. The book is entitled Malleus Maleficarum, The Witch Hammer, dated 1486. It's a witch hunter's manual from the Inquisition.
I'm not sure I'm really interested in knowing about some of my ancestors.
There are books on sociology in this part of the library. Gabriel recognizes a title, The Primal Ones, by John Root. Gabriel takes down The Primal Ones and opens it. In contrast with the peaceful nomadic tribes of northern Africa, certain tribes of the southwest were vicious and xenophobic. This part of Africa is called the Red Basin area because of the vast amount of bloodshed that's occurred there over the centuries. In this one area of Africa existed in a perpetual state of war and raiding, some of the most powerful and efficient fighters the world has ever seen. Why did this region inspire such violent behavior? To understand, one must look even further back. See Ancient Roots of Africa by Early Days.
Really? Just really? Yeah, just really?
These shelves contain books on religions of all kinds. Gabriel peruses the titles with interest, but nothing jumps out at him. These shelves, Gabriel... This necromancy research material any good Schattenjäger needs, Gabriel supposes. These shelves contain science books. Gabriel looks at the titles curiously, but they're all a bit too technical for his taste. These shelves, Gabriel, these shelves, Gabriel, these, Gabriel. There are books on sociology in this part of the library.
It's a great game, though.
Gabriel recognizes a title, The Primal Ones, by John Root. He shall, Gabriel, just by talk about a bibliophile Shangri-La. He shall, Gabriel, Gabriel, he shall, a title catches Gabriel. There are books Gabriel recognizes. This part research material any just by glancing at the spines, Gabriel can tell that this is one of the most priceless private collections he's ever seen. Talk about a bibliophile Shangri-La. These shelves contain history books. Gabriel recognizes a title, Ancient Roots of Africa by Earl Lee Days. Gabriel removes Ancient Roots of Africa and browses through it. The ferocity of the tribes in the Red Basin region is traceable to their predecessors. In Egyptian time, 4000 to 2000 BC, this region was ruled by powerful sun worshippers. We know a little about this mysterious cult by the remnants of ruins far older and of a culture far more advanced than any that exists in Africa today. See Sun Worshippers by A. Curate.
A. Curate. Narration gets weird sometimes, a little bit, yeah.
These shelves contain books on religions of all kinds. A title catches Gabriel's eye. Sun Worshippers by A. Curate. Gabriel takes down Sun Worshippers and scans it. One of the earliest religious practices was that of sun worship. The most powerful cults of sun worshippers lived on the continent of Africa. The African sun god was violent and terrible, and so became his worshippers. They practiced a particularly bloody form of ritual sacrifice. The homeland of this ancient cult is still considered a sacred site of power. See Ancient Digs of Africa by Professor Seymour Shards.
Seymour, what now? Let's see, archaeology was down here, I think.
These shelves contains books on archaeology. Gabriel recognizes the title, Ancient Digs of Africa by Professor Seymour Shards. Gabriel takes Ancient Digs of Africa and opens it. The most fascinating archaeological site in Africa is the Great Snake Mound in the People's Republic of Benin, located 50 miles south of the capital in the Red Basin. Like the Snake Mounds of North America, the origin and meaning of these great mounds remains a mystery, though clearly they were the results of profound and urgent spiritual belief. Unlike other snake mounds, the African example is a double snake mound, a small snake ring within a larger snake ring. The mound is thought to have housed an ancient temple. Although archaeologists have explored the mound site, the interior remains largely unchanged from ancient times. This is partially due to stringent government regulations and partially to local superstitions. The local people regard the mound with fear and will not go near it.
A double snake ring?
Gabriel flips furiously looking for a picture.
Oh my God! It's a wheel within a wheel!
Gabriel decides to hang on to the Snake Mound book.
A wheel within a wheel? I hate to say this, but I think I may have to end soon because the sleeplessness is starting to hit me now. I don't know if I'll actually go to sleep, but I think I'm gonna probably at least end the stream here soon. The thing is, though, Mystics, is it's not like I didn't get sleep. It was just very little.
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm cooking your Frühstück, a good German breakfast. Please feel at home.
Yeah, it's nothing but potatoes.
I found this book in the library. I think it might tell us where Wolfgang went.
Africa? You think Wolfgang went to Africa?
I know he did.
Then I shall make you a plane trip right now, yeah?
Well, I guess so.
Good, good. My poor Wolfgang. You have money for the plane, yeah?
I can use my
I
credit
know.
card.
We can use this credit card.
Terrific! I will go make the call. Then, while we wait, breakfast.
Does that mean I get some coffee now?
He really wants that coffee, huh? Day 9, ooh.
Wheel within a wheel.
You want I stay here, right? It's a long walk back to the city.
Day 9 or day
Yeah,
9?
sure. Wait here, please. Maybe a while, though.
No problem. I could use a nap.
I kind of want to just pop into this place and see what it's like. But I think for the most part I'm probably just going to stop here. I was going to do some Shadowgate, but I don't know if I'm really feeling it right now. I may do it later. this place looks nice. See, all kinds of things to pick up. We're just gonna kind of, just gonna kind of walk along. Is that a body?
Mummy-like figures in contorted poses appear to be the only residents here. Gabriel wonders, was this a burial mound? Or does their presence serve some ritualistic purpose? The rooms of the Snake Mound are made entirely from earth, formed centuries before into a wheel by sun worshippers.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna save here, because I just kind of wanted to look around, but, yeah, I think I'm gonna just end here right now. Actually kind of hungry. But, yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the follows and whatnot. I'm gonna try streaming tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day. So, but I'll be around in Discord, and, yeah. I'll see you guys later.